Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've heard a lot of very romantic dates for your second date update. But today's second date update, I think, might be the most romantic night out we've ever heard.
Oh,
really?
Ever.
I'm excited.
We've heard from people who have rented out full castles and
I know.
helicopter rides. What are you talking about?
I don't think anything can compare to today's second date update, and I don't even want to spoil it. Normally I might say what the email was about, but I'm just going to let Ariana tell us about it. Ariana, how are you?
Hi, I'm great, thanks.
You should be great because, man, this guy pulled out all the stops when he took you out.
I'm dying to know her, and it was the most romantic date ever.
Tell us about it. Tell us about your romantic date with, what's his name, Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry took me to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were serious,
Oh my
dude.
God, I thought so too. It could still be romantic. You never know.
No, it can't.
Did he rent out the whole McDonald's and do a little candlelit dinner because the McDonald's fries are your favorite?
Actually, it was much quieter than that. And we met online. He just seemed super nice. I'm looking for nice right now. And, we were talking, and he just sounded like a good guy. And so he's like, let's take it slow. Let's do lunch. And then he suggested McDonald's, which I balked at, but I was like, sure, let's, see. But it was so sweet. We got Happy Meals. We sat by the playland. We talked about, growing up, our backgrounds. And
I'm just saying, last time I was at McDonald's Playland, I literally watched a kid puke on his shoes.
And that's some people's romance right there, Could be a beautiful thing. Did he at least put, a candle in the bun of one of your burgers? So a little candle light?
No, nothing like that.
No?
I mean, I got a milkshake. I wanted a milkshake, and he bought me chocolate milkshake, so that was sweet.
Hey, I will say, though, if he can go through a McDonald's date and leave you still smitten, then there is something special about this guy.
It was super sweet, very nostalgic, just really a good kind of place to talk about growing up. And I feel like I got a good feel for his background and his family and who he is.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was nice. And after we went to this park that was nearby, just walked around for a while, sat at a picnic table for 30 minutes.
So basically, this is the most budget date ever. You're gonna go to McDonald's, hit up the dollar menu, and then go for a walk in the park.
I was looking for a good guy, and he said he wanted to take it slow, and that's slow. But it was really it was pleasant. It was really nice. I had a great time with him. And I don't know, I haven't heard from him.
So what was the vibe from him on the date?
We just felt really comfortable. We was really, we kind of talked very easily the whole time.
You should feel comfortable. You guys went on a date like somebody who's been dating for 15 years. Hey, you want to just go get some McDonald's real quick?
He seemed really interested, in me. He asked a lot of questions about me, too. It was definitely a two-sided conversation. And
it seems like he should be wowed by you. I mean, the stereotype is that girls want all this materialistic stuff on the dates, right? But you just really liked him for him.
Yeah, I feel that way, too.
How did things end?
So after we were at the park for about 30 minutes, he said he had to get back to work. And we just, had a big hug. He just gave him a nice hug. And then I texted him after and just, said, thanks for such a nice time. And he texted back, you're welcome, ! And then I haven't heard from him since.
Well, it does sound steamy, that's for sure. Big hug, and then you haven't heard anything, though.
No, for a week. And obviously it wasn't steamy, but it was super comfortable. It was really nice. I thought we,
Do you think, because he said he wanted to take it slow, that maybe he was coming out of a relationship and he just isn't ready to date?
I didn't get that vibe, no, but, we didn't get a lot into, recent relationship history.
Mm-hmm.
It was more, further back history. But, when we were talking online, it did seem like he was interested in meeting a good person, too, so. Any
awkward moments that you can think of?
The only thing I can think of is when we went to order our food, I had the thought of offering to pay, but then I thought, it's McDonald's, it's not, I'm not putting him out.
Right.
I let him pay for me. But then I thought, well, maybe I should have offered to pay, but I don't know. I can't imagine that would ruin it.
Right.
I don't
And if
know.
it did, like, that's like splitting hairs, man.
Yeah.
The total was $7.
Yeah.
Why did you not split that with me? Well, we'll see if that is actually the reason. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Ariana's on the phone today for a second date update. You know, Ariana should consider herself lucky because most dudes, when they go out on a first date, are trying to score the big O. Her dude just trying to score a Big Mac. Because that's all they did. They went to McDonald's and then went for a walk in the park. And now she's not getting a call back and we have no idea why.
And you said, I mean, in all of it, nothing seemed to go wrong and you guys just clicked. I'm just hoping that this is finally a second date where there's a real reasonable explanation. Like he's been in the hospital for a couple weeks or something. I don't know.
That's not true.
You think maybe he didn't like your food choice? Maybe you ordered the wrong thing at McDonald's? That's his big test?
Well, I did hear they have breakfast all day now, so maybe I did mess up.
Maybe you did. Or maybe you got the filet of fish, because anytime I see somebody get that, I'm like, serial killer, for sure.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jerry?
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jubal from McDonald's.
Shut up. That's not true.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused. This is Jubal
Yes.
from the morning show?
Yes, from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, not much. How are
Thanks for
you?
listening.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. A little hungry for no reason at all, but we can get to that later.
What's going on?
Somebody emailed us about a second date update.
Okay.
Congratulations, Jerry.
Been on a date recently to the Golden Arches.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know exactly what McDonald's date we're talking about.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, Ariana is who I'm guessing you're thinking of. She's wondering why you're not calling her back after you took her on a beautiful date to McDonald's and a walk through the park.
Oh, my God.
So Jubal's actually kind of making fun, but she's had a great time.
I did too. I had a great time.
Oh, good.
So why
don't
aren't
call
you
her back
calling
then,
her
Jerry.
back? Yeah.
Well, I'm so embarrassed right now. Taking a girl to McDonald's is ridiculous. I get it, but believe me, I had something in the back of my mind, and I'm not like a wacko that just takes girls to McDonald's.
So you hold up. You took her to McDonald's for a specific reason.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, was there actually like some sort of weird McDonald's test that you were doing?
Kind of.
What?
Yeah. Yes, kind of.
Jubal was joking about that earlier. I thought he was like being ludicrous.
No.
I thought I was too. What?
Listen, 5 years ago, if I would have met Ariana, she's awesome. But timing's kind of like everything, right?
So she's hot, but she's 5 years ago hot?
No.
No, it's not about that. She's beautiful. It's just, okay, so this is embarrassing, but my biological clock is ticking. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm going to be pushing 40, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's women that normally feel that way, but I feel like my clock is ticking, so I wanted to go to McDonald's. So we went, but in the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping that it would also propel us into a conversation about, kids.
What? Yeah, like having kids? Like you and her possibly having kids? Like if she's open to children?
Yes.
Whoa.
I mean,
That's
she told us that you said you wanted to take things slow.
Well, that's what you say, but, I mean, I want...
But you wanted to get her pregnant right there in the drive-thru.
Oh my God! Wait, so you think
That's what
she
it
doesn't...
sounds like.
In the back of my mind, I was like, I've been to that McDonald's before, and I always see kids, and it's kind of fun for me. I sit at McDonald's, and I'm not
Okay.
a creeper. I just...
Yeah, don't continue that sentence. We get what you're about to say, but it's going to come off very creepy. So just move past that. You took her there to sit next to kids.
I'm not again, not creepy here, but I wanted to take her to McDonald's because the kids were there, the playground, all of that, and I wanted to see if her motherly instincts would kick in.
What does that mean? Like she was
Yeah.
going to punish a child for running when he's not supposed to indoors or
Or
something?
grab somebody else's baby and just start breastfeeding it? Like what?
I don't get it either.
How does that just kick in public like that?
No, not like that at all. It's just that we were having lunch, and there was this cute, like a brother and sister. They're playing, and the brother literally fell off the monkey bars. They had like a little jungle
Okay.
gym in there. He fell off 2 feet from us.
And?
It didn't faze her at all. Nothing.
Yeah, because
It's not.
Jerry, kids fall all the time. I have kids, and it doesn't faze me when they fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I went over and I was like looking for the mom, and the mom came over, and of course she helped out, but Ariana didn't do anything. It was like we were in a Seinfeld episode. Like, oh, that's a shame.
So you're
Well,
saying because
The
she,
kids weren't really hurt and they just fell down.
Not hers.
you're saying that because she didn't help some strange child when the child fell on a playground, you think that she is not going to be a good mother.
No. I didn't say that. I was just looking for the instinct. My focus is on kids. If her instinct was to focus on kids, she would have done something, but that didn't happen. So, I don't know.
I feel like that's a really unfair
Yeah.
judgment.
Look, I know what it's like to be on a first date. I've been on plenty of first dates. So I know on the date, I'm not going to ask her if she wants to have kids right away. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking maybe if I saw something subconsciously, I would get a sense. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know about that one. And I feel like women out of anyone would understand if you talked about your biological clock and those feelings.
Well, I really want to have kids now. Like, I want to have kids immediately.
When you say immediately, you're talking in the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Holy
well, I
hell.
don't think the timing works out on that
I
anyway.
don't want to be
Like-
an old dad that's like 40 years old trying to, throw a football for my kid.
It just feels
Okay,
like
well,
you should have started this process a couple years ago or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for giving us the reason, Jerry. And just to let you know, Ariana is on the other line, and we can ask her right now if
Oh
she's ready
my
to get pregnant.
God.
Ariana, are you ready to have a baby with
Wish I
Jerry?
knew this. Are you kidding me right
Hi,
now?
guys.
I really don't want to do this, you guys.
You did it.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Ariana.
Hi.
Were you listening?
I was. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. I feel like such an idiot right now.
No, I wish you'd just talk to me. I get it. I get the whole biological clock thing, and
You do?
I feel, and I feel a little
Okay, so
weird
what-
that like you didn't see that or whatever it was that you saw in me. You didn't see that I was motherly. I did a lot. Like I've got younger brothers and sisters I told you about. I used to babysit. Like I love kids.
Yeah, but there's a difference between loving kids and wanting to have them right this second.
I want to have kids. Like in like
You do?
yeah, like I don't know, like 2-3 years.
Hey.
What?
You know what? That timeline just doesn't work for me.
Jerry!
Why?
2-3 years with someone who is wonderful rather than 6 months with someone you barely know. I mean,
No, I'll be too old by then.
you won't.
Jerry, you
dude.
realize you don't actually have a biological clock? Like, your stuff's going to work.
Yeah.
George Clooney just had twins and he's like 86 or something, right? Like, that stuff stays fresh for a while, okay?
good, man.
Your expiration date is late compared to ours.
Look, I know all of the biological stuff. I know it. But it's a physical thing for me. I don't want to feel old and have kids. I want to be youthful and vibrant and all of that stuff, and nothing can change that.
So 2-3 years is like too much for you. You need like
Too much.
you need someone to. Wow.
But Jerry, how are you going to establish a good foundation of a relationship to have someone to parent with?
Good question, but I think there should be like a spark. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that moment where it was like, oh my God, I can't wait to have kids. And that didn't happen for me. I just didn't feel that. It wasn't there. There was nothing that felt like kids now. Nothing.
You know, Jerry, I think I already know the answer, but would you want to go out with Ariana on a second date again? We will pay for it.
I I don't know. I just feel like the timing's off between us. That's too bad. But Ariana, if you're really nice, and I enjoyed being with you. So if like anybody, some girls around you that you know of that you could set me up with, I would entertain that.
What?
Are you just looking for a surrogate?
Wait, so you're rejecting me, but you want me to set you up with one of my friends who will have your child like this year?
Well, if it's not too much to ask, I would appreciate that.
It's not a big request at all, yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much to ask.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but I guess my timeline isn't going to work for your request.
Yeah. You think?
Well, thanks for doing the second date update, Ariana. And Jerry, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, you got it, guys. And I know you have a lot of listeners, so if you want to put the word out for me, I'm a really nice guy.
Do it right now. Text in 78592. Who wants to get pregnant by Jerry?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.